Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining us on It's a Wrap. Hopefully you can hear me well enough. Trying to pull this microphone as taut as possible. Let's see, not too much happened this week, so it's going to be pretty brief. So get your questions in as soon as you can. We did have on Monday, actually over the weekend, last Monday, we had Stacy and her mom came to visit. They're CPs who came to Crazy Acres as one of their boxes to check off, or their to-do boxes, and they had a great time and we enjoyed having them. So if any of you camera people out there are looking to come to visit us at Crazy Acres, we definitely have a place for you to stay, so come on down and join us. They actually enjoyed it. They did some chores around here. They took care of walk dogs, changed water buckets, etc. And they couldn't have said more things that were great. Let's see. On Tuesday, I met up with Jagger over in Woburn. Jagger, unfortunately, does need to have a CCL repaired. So we're looking at that surgery. He is going to go in on September 11th. He'll be back here at the farm on the 12th. I'll be picking him up, and he'll be recovering here, most likely in the ice building. I'm not sure if I'm going to put him in one of the large kennels or in our puppy nursery where he can be on camera. So I haven't decided that yet. I have to look at some things because he cannot get up on that futon. He needs just to be as high as a Coranda will let him go. He will need to be taken out with a brace on him so that we can help him get in and out for 2 weeks, and then for he goes back to the vet. They look at the incision, and then he will be in his road to recovery. He'll be back still here for another 8 weeks recovering, and hopefully everything goes well and he will be back with his owner, living the great life that he does. So that's what happened on Tuesday. I also met up with one of our recipients who was having an issue with their dog, having an issue in crowds. So I met him, both of them, over at one of the malls where it was pretty crowded. We worked with the dog. I had Bianca with me as a lead dog to let him know that it's okay. Everything worked out well. It was just a matter of, just constantly talking to the dogs, and that's one thing that I can't stress enough to our recipients and people who are working with the dogs. Talk to them. They stay more focused on you if you're talking to them than if you're just walking and not saying a word. Let me see what else happened. That was so Wednesday morning I did a presentation over at Melvin and Elena's school. That was 6th grade, first day of school for 6th grade. I brought Bianca in, did a demonstration, answered questions for the kids, explained the ins and outs of service dogs, what you can do, what you shouldn't do, etc. I brought Bianca in only because I didn't want to take Melvin away from Elena. Whereas he was working, whether he was just sitting, lying there next to her as she was greeting her friends, but it was a good time. They had a lot of questions. They get it, and I have heard great reviews from Elena and her mom that everything is going very well in 6th grade. So that was great. Let's see. Thursday was ivermectin day, so that's part of our parasite preventative program. All the dogs here on property got their ivermectin. I also worked with another recipient and her dog. We did a little bit. Her dog has an issue sometimes with other dogs that are approaching, and I think it has a lot to do with when you're out and people who have other dogs, they're not conscious of service dogs, I guess that's the correct wording, and they let their dogs come over, run over, whether they're on retractable leashes or they're just loose, and that shouldn't happen. People should have their dogs under control all the time. There's no reason why another dog should approach a service dog, and because that dog is working. If another dog approaches them, then that dog loses all focus, especially if the other dog is looking to pick a fight or just be aggressive around there. And unfortunately our recipients, they have balance issues. That's why they have the dog. They're not able to get the other dog away from them by moving their bodies quickly, or even, a quick movement of the leg. They can't do that. So unfortunately, it's their service dog that takes the brunt of that meeting, and it just shouldn't happen. So we were working a little bit on angling. Haley was here with me, helping me, and I think it went really well. And so we'll find out. I'll be doing some more work with this pair, more closer to their home where it is more crowded, and we'll hopefully get them through it. So let's see. Friday, Watson went in for his thyroid testing for his OFA certification. He had to wait 6 months to have it done again, and so he had that done, and it'll be probably 3-4 weeks before we're going to hear something back. So I'm really hoping that everything works out in his favor, because he has no symptoms whatsoever. His results are coming back inconclusive. So it's not a yay, it's not a nay, it's just they don't know. So we waited 6 months, and he went and had it done again. We have little Lucy boarding here. She'll be boarding for another 2 more days, I believe, and she's super sweet. We had to actually move her out of the puppy nursery so we could do the shadding. I'll be folding up that tarp shortly, if it's not already done, and move Lucy back over there, so she'll be nice and comfy for tonight. Today was chicken shadding, and I think that was one of the quickest shaddings that we have had. I've been here for the long one, so this one was really quick. I'm sure that Donna has already posted on Explore the winners, or is working on posting those right now. Monday's Labor Day. I will not be on the farm Monday. I have Tuesday off, so if you are looking for me, you're going to have to just send me a quick email message, and I will respond. So that's it in a nutshell. Let's see what we have for questions. Okay, hello Crafty. She says hi, Lynn. The camera was moving. What tasks will the Dogfest volunteer crew perform? So they're going to be helping me with the registrations. They're going to be helping me with setting up. Quite a few events are going to be happening, and I have to get Explore out a list of those events and kind of like a timeline on when things are happening. We're still trying to figure out what exactly we're going to be doing on what day. We know what's going to happen. We just don't know which day it's going to happen. So we have a lot of fun things coming up, which is great. Barb V wants to know, are the dogs in training and house dogs still going to senior centers? Yes, they are. I actually have one of our volunteers, Megan, who is coordinating a lot of senior center runs for Carlene to go to. So she is bringing some of the house dogs there. And anybody, if a trainer is available and wants to bring in another dog, or a dog that really needs it, then they'll be bringing those with them. So yes, we haven't stopped doing that. So in fact, they have one coming up on Wednesday, which would be a lot of fun. Oops. Okay, Crafty wants to know, are any spays and neuters scheduled? We have scheduled Callie so far, and I don't know the date, so don't even ask me. Donna has been is working on doing the schedule. The vet's office is not open until Tuesday, so the first one, I believe, that's going to get neutered will be Jack. So we'll be getting them all scheduled, the ones that we definitely know are going to be spayed or neutered, and then we'll have those few stragglers at the end where we have to make that life decision whether we're going to keep them as breed or if we are going to just put them out of service. Indy Dunes wants to know, how is the schools going for our teams that are attending this year? It seems like everybody started on Wednesday. I have only heard feedback on Elena. I haven't yet heard from Josh. I know that he wasn't looking forward to going, but he he's partnered with Daisy, and I'm sure everything went fine, or else I would have been contacted, that's for sure. Lila May says prayers for Jagger. Yeah, he's a good boy. Carrie from Tennessee. Hi, Carrie. Hey, Lynn, Toto's ACL surgery went wonderful and has 2 more weeks before x-ray to make sure the bone has grown back. He is feeling fabulous. We are so thankful for all the support. Hopefully we'll be visiting in another month. That's awesome. Awesome, Carrie. I can't wait. You know, it's amazes me how many dogs I see that have had to have their CCLs repaired. I've asked vets why, why are we seeing such an uptick in them? They don't have an answer for it. In fact, the surgeon that's going to be doing Jagger has a Dane of her own who also has a slight tear. She is not doing surgery right now because the dog can get along around fine, and it's just the recovery time is long. It's long, and it takes a lot of care for these dogs, because you do have to help them. You have to support them when they go in and out. Sorry, my phone seems to have a mind of its own. Oh, Barbie, may I ask, has Des been off for a few days or maybe back to school? So Des has taken some personal time off, hoping to be back around Halloween. So I have not talked to Des since she has left, but I know that Haley has been in contact. So that's our update right now. We're looking at probably sometime in October. Crafty wants to know, are you planning for the next litter of puppies in 2023? We're actually are looking at least 1, if not 2 possible litters. I'm not going to be saying right now who we're looking at, and we're still kind of seeing what happens. So I don't know if Watson's going to be part of those plans or not. If not, I still need to get OFA certified, some of these other dogs that we have parked. Crafty wants to know, how is Pete doing in his new home? Pete is doing awesome. He is, he's doing great. He gets along very well with Sassy. He is learning to respect Sassy's personal space, because she is older and she is boss. So, but he's doing great. We'll see him from time to time, because his mom does come here a couple of times a week when available to help, to volunteer, and she sometimes brings Sassy. So if Sassy comes, then Pete will definitely be coming. I have not heard as far as any results coming back negatively on his blood work. Therefore, I'm sure I'll probably hear something on Tuesday whether or not we're going to be changing up any of those medications. Crafty also says that Pete and Lucy are littermates. How are they similar? They're both just wonderful dogs. They really are. They're a lot of, I was walking Lucy today over to the laundry so that we could use the room that she was in, and, she just prances away. Pete's a big prancer also. Beautiful, beautiful dogs. They have super good temperaments also. These flies are getting me. Crafty wants to know, is Bianca glad to be home? Yes, she is. She's very happy to be home. I am going to be putting her back on a little bit of puppy food to see if I can build up a little bit more weight on her, because she still is thin. And I mean, this dog eats. She eats 3 times a day, and she still is very, very thin. Indy Dunes wants to know, any news from any of the dogs out there, whether they are in service or placed as pets? What made Rambo a pet? So Rambo has very weakened knees. He has arthritis already in his knees. So he did go to a home as a perfect pet, and he is truly a perfect dog. He's just wonderful. Crafty says, sorry to read about the passing of Ziggy this week. Yeah, that was a shock, that's for sure. Crafty wants to know, how are Jack's behavior training this week? Jack just needs to grow up. He needs to reach maturity, and it's going to take a little while before he does. The one that really needed a little bit of an adjustment, an attitude adjustment, I think you want to call it, would be Davis. And Bianca took care of that. I put her in with him, and she's a very, she likes to use her feet. She'd be perfect for the yuppie puppy, but she pretty much just smacked him around a little bit with her front feet, and to the point, and then barked at him a few times, and then he of course barked back, and then just left her alone. And I haven't heard anything bad about Davis, any bad behaviors with him, so hopefully that helped. A couple more days with Bianca I think might be pretty good. And our last but not least, I see that Donna has announced the winners. We have Rose White from Florida, with runners up being Terry Coleman, Judy Ohm, OHM, and Joanne Gordon. So thank you everyone for your continued support. We appreciate it. And there's one more. Oh, Lila May says, enjoy your day off, Lynn, and thanks for all you do. You're very welcome. I will definitely enjoy my day. That's for sure. I just need a little time off, I guess. So, but we've got some great fundraisers. We have a Giggles fundraiser. That's a comedy show that they are teaming up with us. That was just posted today. I have tickets on sale, so anyone in the Massachusetts area or in Hampshire or even Maine, if you would like to buy tickets, please contact us here at Service Dog Project. We will have, all of our staff will be selling tickets. Our staff and dogs will all be at the show, and we're looking for a real fun night where we can just take time out and just get some laughter. So it's much needed for the group here, that's for sure. So, all right, it looks like that is all the questions. Crafty says, thank you for a great rep. Thank you, Crafty, I appreciate it. And everybody, I'm getting chewed up by some flies here, so enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Be safe, everyone, and I will see you on Wednesday, and that's a wrap. Thank you, everyone.